Next episode, another cutscene.
The liberation of Brule was a success. Excellent work, soldiers. Lieutenant Gunther, do you have anything further to report?
Yes, Captain. Through this op, we found a new goal to strive towards.
Very good.
Protecting our homes,
And
protecting the
Faldio,
people we love.
you're back from your leave.
Best we
Feeling
can.
rested and ready?
Yes, Captain.
I found everything I needed. Hopefully.
Good. We're receiving reports of major shifts along the front lines. Imperial forces previously posted all over the country are gathering at one point. The Nagyar Plain in northeastern Gallia. Our forces are being directed there as well.
Does that mean we're expecting a major clash at Nagyar, Captain?
It's very probable. This battle is going to decide Gallia's fate one way or another. After a brief rest, the militia move out to Nagyar. I want all of you rested in the meantime. You're dismissed.
Best but no relaxation. Or a little relaxation, I guess.
So what you're saying is, the next battle is so critical, it could actually determine how the rest of the war goes.
Correct.
Yeah. Both for us and them. The opposing armies are assembling their forces at Nagyar. It'll be the biggest battle we've fought yet. The biggest battle of the war.
That means more things we love will be destroyed. More people we care about will be taken away.
There are some things we lose that never get returned. That's the world. Everything around us is in flux.
Yep.
The old Brule, the town we used to know, Isara. We've lost them forever.
As they were, you've lost them forever.
But it's like you said, Alicia. We build new things.
You can
as we
build new
lose the
things
old.
over the loss of the
If we
old.
can win this battle at Nagyar, we can push the Empire all the way back to northeast Gallia. If that happens, then victory will be right around the corner. And once the war's over, the real work will start. We'll build a new mill plaza. In fact, we'll build a whole new town.
Right. And I'll be there to help you. You know, it's funny.
Oddly
Whenever
specific.
I talk to you, I feel like everything's going to be fine.
Mm.
Yeah? Well, you're the only reason I haven't completely lost it, Alicia.
Really?
This is about as close to a confession as you're gonna get right now.
Me too. I'm glad we were able to meet and work together. Hey, Welkin?
What is it?
Once this war is all over, there's something I want to tell you.
Anything.
Aww. Adorable. Anime. I'm pretty sure she wants to tell him that she has feelings for him,
Chapter 13, The
but
Clash
she
at
doesn't
Nagyar.
want to. She doesn't want to do it in case she dies. And then it would just leave another hole in his heart. So, let's go back to the headquarters because we got shit we got to do, including upgrading our guys, upgrading our equipment. And Castle Front Street. Probably nothing here other than just a regular old-fashioned update. Yep. Border Town. Recent release of Gallia Central Forces confirmed the Border Town of Burl was successfully taken from Imperial control. And face-to-face among the massive Nargian plains. Race direct all-out clash. Burl represents a key Imperial supply route, making the militia win one with repercussions that extend far beyond the small border town. In remarkable coincidence, the officer who led Burl's operation, Vulcan Gunther, Burl native himself, returned to claim the town from the Empire after being ousted by the original invasion 6 months ago. Ren, Greece National University Department of Archaeology reports a theft from its archives on the 15th. The objects in question are two artifacts known of unknown age unearthed last year from the university dig site in Barbarous and are said to contain exceptionally pure ragnite. Though their creation likely predates written history, their shape bears a strong resemblance to a lance and a shield, token of the myth of the Valkyria. Whether these were truly being used by the warrior of legend or whether Boar ceremonies are significant remains unclear. An investigation into who behind the missing items is currently underway. No leads have surfaced at present time. Always important. Nothing to donate here. Fine. Need to exit the book mode. Exit to book mode, I should say. And we need to save. And we got some cutscenes to deal with, and then onto the battle.
After wresting it from the Empire's control, Squad 7 left Brule for Nagyar, the stage for this war's grandest battle. Even as they traveled, an increasing number of soldiers streamed into both camps.
Yeah, it sounds like the Empire has regrouped all of their troops in one area in an effort to recenter themselves and
I strongly recommend a change of tactics.
push back into Gallia again.
In numbers, it's lunacy to send the Gallian forces on an all-out attack. We'd stand better chances centered around our defensive holdings, fending off advances.
The enemy have gathered in one place for us. We can't let this chance slip by.
Yeah, but if you lived in a world with either Air Force or some sort of like rocket type guided missile where you could blow them up with one or two giant or a dozen giant bombs all in one location, that'd be great. But you're dealing with primarily tanks and, to a lesser degree, rocket launchers that aren't nearly devastating or strong enough.
If we win this one battle, we'll be able to kick those imps out of Gallia for good.
At least until they recover themselves in Imperial lands and reinvade.
General, we lack
Also, the opposite can be very possible as well, where they slaughter our troops and just completely overrun Gallia. Because at a certain point you run out of people.
Do you honestly plan to let our countrymen die needlessly out there?
Certainly sounds that way.
When attack, if not now, Varrot, we will.
I also get Damon's point of view. If you've got them essentially on their heels, time to have one last push to push them out of the country.
If you've got time to sit there fretting, go light a fire under those yokels of yours.
Understood. I will do my best.
Senator handed me with a shitty situation where I think that we can't match the Empire, and a defensive position is more my ideal, where you're more bullish on this.
We're still on standby. I'm figuring we'll get the order to move out a bit past noon.
Gotcha.
Is everybody ready to go?
All set and waiting for the word, but it sure looks like the enemy's got us in numbers.
So it's a problem.
They do. The invading front's nearly all here. This one's gonna be a major battle.
I've made my peace with it and all, but seeing them all lined up out there's heavy.
Could be.
Guys, can I say something?
Sure.
I grew up in an orphanage.
Interesting.
I don't have a family, and I always thought I was alone.
You have a very positive
But Logan
attitude for
showed
being
me
an
I was
orphan.
wrong. That I wasn't alone at all. Not anymore. The Sevens are... You guys are my family now.
The squad's your family.
Before a big battle like this, it's scary. I figure I feel just like all of you do. But when I think I'm here alongside my family, I feel strong enough to fight.
Yeah, it's easier when you're
My old
fighting
folks are
for
gone.
what you love
No
than
siblings, but
what
I
you
bet this is
know,
what it's like.
you think you have to fight for, I
Course, any
guess.
siblings of mine would have grown up a lot better acting than you lot.
True.
Sounds odd to say it, but you're right. And I bet Isara's watching over us all.
A nice sentiment.
Alright, let's go do this.
Do it.
Yeah, let's go put holes in those tanks.
Yeah. Then let's all come back here together.
Without holes in our bodies.
We'll get through this fight and see Gallia free
Ideally.
again on the other side.
Next episode, Silvaria and her giant knockers.
Your Grace, all troops have arrived at Nagyar and adopted combat positions. This time we'll crush their feeble army and see your Grace to the doorstep of Randgries.
Yay.
Make it so. Silvaria, you have never failed me in your loyalties thus far. I exist because you exist, one aside the other. You go with my trust.
Sir, your Grace.
That is a pretty kind word.
too kind.
Essentially saying he wouldn't be here without
I
her.
was a worthless wretch before you brought me into the light of your Grace's company.
Yeah, you're lucky you're a Valkyr, or you'd probably still be a worthless wretch.
Estranged from my parents before I could know them. Thrown into that research facility. The object of heinous experiments and deprived of human contact.
Oh, maybe not.
But your Grace took me from that place.
But why is your
Raised me to
country
be a
putting you
human
in there in the
before a
first place?
Valkyria.
Then awaken the powers within you. I betrayed the trust you placed in me.
Yeah, they
No, Grace.
are gonna show us how
Once I
you
learned
awaken
that the
Valkyria
Valkyria's powers stop
powers right
only when
now.
the body faces death. I didn't hesitate a moment. I would gladly pierce this breast again.
Look like you
even now.
put that in your stomach instead, but whatever.
When you granted me the shield and the lance from the ruins, I became Valkyria only for you. Never until then had I thought to feel pride in the
I would imagine if you were being
Valkyria's blood
experimented on,
Now
you
is
wouldn't
the
feel very
time
much
to show
pride
the
for your
world
country
the
at all.
power that blood holds.
But now that you've awakened your
Go forth,
Valkyrian
Silvaria.
powers, it's
Bring
probably
victory
the
to my
opposite.
army.
Yes, sir.
Or also, I'm pretty sure you stole that lance and shield from our lands, the Gallian lands. So, not sure what to make of that. Also, here's a nice cutscene to see how Valkyria powers work. We've got tanks, lancers, shock troopers, and scouts. Probably some
Tanks at
snipers
015.
and
Gallian forces approaching. Approximately 2 regiments.
Silly fools. Now feel the power of the Valkyrie.
I want to essentially use magic on you. Look at this. It's like a doomsday weapon. I mean, not to the level that we in reality created doomsday weapons, but, you know. I'm gonna use magic to blow up 3 or 4 tanks with one shot.
My Lord Maximilian, this time we will win.
No shit.
I promise you.
I mean, how the fuck are you supposed to stop that? Oh, also, it's pretty anime right there. I'm gonna swipe down, and then I'm gonna charge forward. Look real cool.
This is a full-scale showdown against the Empire's entire invasion force. Here are the details.
Don't die. Imperial forces hold up an expansive network of trenches along the Magyar plains. Soldiers have also been working digging trenches, but the folks upstairs have issued an order for an all-out attack. Do your best to avoid enemy fire as you make your way into the trenches, then commence your offense. Objective is to occupy the enemy's base camp. You notice there's a broad patch of no man's land between the trenches and ours, wide open for heavy bombing. Intelligence is right, they have off-site long-range rockets trained for this area. They can't hit you inside those trenches, but more or less the entire flat-down area will be caught in the blast. We think the order to to fire is being issued from the enemy camp midway across the battle arena. If you occupy the right camp, you should be able to prevent any more rockets coming in. Furthermore, because their inability to avoid these rockets, you won't have tanks to start with this time. Once you've stopped the rockets, the tanks can be employed. Till then, up to the foot soldiers to take the camp. Hooray! Alright, I'm going to quickly save, and I will be back to this in just a moment, because I want to make sure that if I have to restart this, I don't feel like I'm going to die. So, give me 1 second. So what we're going to do is, we're going to position, let's see here. We want, yeah, we'll probably go Alicia here. And then we're going to go Rosie and Cherry. And I guess we'll have to put Largo here. On this side, we're going to go Aka, Vice. We're going to go kind of heavy on the... we're going to go heavy on Scouts here. Because I need... Yeah, undercover, mid-range. Pull you up, and then we'll bring, I guess... I guess I have to choose out Ted here. Fine. Main reason we want the scouts in first is because there's nothing really on the other side, or there's not really any tanks to deal with at this point. Even though I believe I put Largo, in. He's not really going to do much good for me. The rest of these guys are just in there to move up as quickly as possible. Once we take, there's going to be a left and right base we're going to want to take. And then we're going to take the center base last to ensure that there's nothing left. Because what happens is once we get to that point, our tanks come in, but so does Silvaria. So we don't want to deal with her. So we're going to try to set ourselves up as best we can for before she arrives.
Well, here we are, I guess. That enemy camp looks awfully well protected.
It is.
This one's going to come down to slipping past the enemy fire and into their lines.
Lieutenant Gunther, that Valkyria from Barrius has been sighted here as well. The Eastern Front is suffering debilitating losses to her as we speak.
Are you serious?
It's possible she'll head this way before much longer. Keep your eyes open.
Alright, so... take a look here. Pretty straightforward. We're going to want to get to here. So we're going to start out by moving up,
I'm on.
move Rosie, because there's guys in our side of the trenches that need to be taken care of.
New target sighted.
We're not concerned about getting shot at.
Make sure to stay cautious.
Alright, I'm going to do this. We're right near penis. Then we're gonna move up our scouts. Cherry, Aka. They're gonna try to get to the other side of the no man's land, into the other trenches. Once they do that, we're gonna take out the whatever you call those. Reinforced boxes,
How many are there now?
Sweet.
Who are these guys?
So yeah, I want to try to stay away from those guns. Particularly the one on the right, because the one on the right is the machine gun. Whereas the one on the left is an anti-tank lance. Or an anti-tank gun. So you can see there's a base here that we're going to want to capture. There's a base here that we're going to want to capture. And then after that, I mean, obviously there's these 2 bunkers that also need to be blown the hell up. But...
leave it to me. You boys like cherries?
I like cherry. I like cherry.
Those trenches can be extremely useful.
I like Czech because she's really good with rosé.
All units, watch your surroundings.
I know there's probably some better units that I'm not using. Undodgeable shot's pretty great. And then,
like, duh.
Who are these guys?
obviously some of the stuff that Alicia's gonna get later is just gonna be super broken. Like, ridiculously, like, I can't believe they made you this broken. Like, some of the skills that Alicia gets are like, wow, if any other unit had that, that unit would immediately be in. But she doesn't just have one of those skills, she's got like 3 of them. Let's do this. We gotta get rid of a sniper. I'm sorry, we have to get rid of the scout. Oh, I can't believe I missed. I needed, what, like 5 shots to take him out, and I missed. I had 7. I missed on 2 of them. Blows. There's that guy down there that needs to be taken out. I don't have a lot of health. I also need to push the other side, which I haven't done yet.
My turn, okay?
For A. My ability to take out both boxes is going to be vital, because if I don't take out the box on the left, it's going to make, when my tank comes in,
Think you can stop me?
very, very difficult to keep him alive. And on the other hand, if I do keep him alive, or if I do leave him alive, then it'll destroy my tank. And then the right hand side, it's just a machine gun, so it makes it difficult to move up. But once, you know, you're past that section, it doesn't really matter anymore. Because unless you have to go across there again, maybe to retreat or something, there's no point in advancing on the right side. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna take out both boxes, take out or capture both bases, and then we're gonna move to the center base to disable the no man land bombing that you see shaded here.
Hey, ladies, nice spot, huh? Nice, huh?
I like men, I like women, I like being alone, I like being together with them. I am all good for everything, thank you. 3, that's death. 3 bullets to the head.
Thank you, thank you.
According to this game anyways.
But not surprised.
Alright, we're gonna hop up here. And then eventually we'll have to swing him around. The nest is, of course, the big problem with moving them on the right side is that, you know, the machine gun nest is such a fucking issue to deal with.
Have you got visual on the target?
Like that. I mean, like, I'm trying to shoot this over top of it so I can blow up the thing from the other side, but I clearly can't do that. Probably should have dropped Ayaka down a level there. She's taking a lot of damage, which means she's probably gonna die here in a second. Either if she moves or if she gets counterattacked. Yep. Spoke too soon. She's gone. She's not gonna need Vaughn to bring the medic, so we can heal her. Not that I need to do that exactly right now, but I will need it eventually.
This place is insane. Fall back.
Come on, Ted. I want you to put this over the top and just land it right next to the... I didn't do it. I was gonna say land it right next to the Ragnite storage and blow it up so we can just advance all the rest of our guys across the no man's land.
I'll take care of it.
As soon as you've left the trench, start running.
Medic!
Spice is okay for right now. He's not going to be able to take on that that Gatling gun, but he should be okay for right now.
Complete the objective ASAP.
Enemies moving. Rosie's watching them. I'm pretty sure that if this guy goes into no man's land, he will get blown to smithereens when the turn ends. But I'm not 100% sure either. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Right. I'd like to take out the nest on the right side here. We also need to take the base that's near Cherry. And then the main base, which progresses the storyline, is actually very well defended. And it'll be very hard to get through. Perfecto. Let's take the base.
Like, duh.
Who are these guys?
Yay! Now we can use this to move Largo up, maybe? Or I could wait till I get to the next checkpoint in the center there with the yellow thing to move him up.
I'll take care of it. Found a target.
He's gonna be dead. Thought I could charge through that. Should have gone to the right side to charge through that area where Ted is. Probably could have survived by going that direction. Moving away from the gun instead of towards it. Ted unfortunately is in a bad situation where he's got a shock trooper. And I don't exactly know where the storage on this thing is, so I keep trying to shoot stuff up there in hopes that it would roll towards it, but it's not, it doesn't seem to do any damage if I physically don't see it.
My turn, okay?
Alright, Alicia, let's do this.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Make sure to stay cautious.
Unfortunately, those, even though those wood pallets look like they could easily be blown up, they cannot. They are permanent structures to prevent you from going from left to right. At least that's what I believe anyways. Maybe they used a grenade or something, or I put it in the wrong location. I'm not sure.
Be extremely cautious. Charge!
I'm so gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Man down. Everybody be careful.